Sambit Patra of the BJP, R Venkatesh and R Kakkar on one side. On the other side is Anindita Sarbadhikari from Kolkata. She's a filmmaker. Dr Ajay Alok of the JNU and Professor Kingshuk Chatterjee of Calcutta University. So I just want to understand here, Anindita, let's get the contrary view first. First and foremost, these students are not a different class of people, that they start demanding VVIP treatment. Students booked for sedition, for organizing anti-India events and raising anti-India slogans have not surrendered despite being booked. They want VVIP treatment. I want to know why they should. They've been booked for advocating separatism. They seek refuge inside the JNU campus as though it's some kind of a hideout to retreat to once a crime has allegedly been committed. Why should these students be given this VVIP treatment? Yes, please, Anindita.
What VVIP treatment are you talking about? These students, don't they have a right to their own security as young citizens? I mean,
no, don't they have an obligation? Don't they have an obligation to cooperate with the law? Don't they have an obligation to cooperate with the law?
Or not? To which law? Delhi police. We saw what a mockery they made of themselves when Kanhaiya was produced in court. You saw.
Okay, so students booked for celebrating the life of a terrorist, instead of handing themselves to the authorities, should dictate terms to the police about how their arrest should be carried out. Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Not to be believed.
Now you have to set dictate terms. No, you have to now. So therefore, students booked. Students booked for making a martyr out of Afzal Guru now seek to take advantage of the fact. They are taking advantage of the fact that the Delhi police. They are taking advantage of the fact that the Delhi police is not willing to enter the JNU campus. They know that a showdown on campus will make them look martyrs. They are being opportunistic. This is opportunism and the whole country is seen through it. I don't know where this is beginning and where this is ending. Sambit Patra on the other side tonight. Sambit.
Okay, can I
no, we are opening the debate now, Sambit. No, but I am asking you.
Yes.
No, 1 second, Sambit. Let her complete.
Can I please come in?
No, one point. I am asking you, Anindita, one last point. Sambit, listen. Anindita, listen. Is there anything, an accused does not, I'll just make one sentence and then you speak. An accused does not cooperate with the law. He does not surrender before a court. But a police station, after which he is taken to a magistrate within a span of 24 hours, you cannot set terms. No citizen of India can dictate terms in this ridiculous manner. Just be clear about it. If every accused is on
doctored footage.
If every accused, no, Umar Khalid, we are not talking about Kanhaiya, we are talking about Umar Khalid. We are talking about Umar Khalid. So you have a case against you, go cooperate, then settle it within the realm of the law.
I think in India, the law still operates on the basis that you are innocent till you are proved guilty.
You have to cooperate with the law. If there is a case against you, you have to cooperate. You can't hide. You can't set terms. You can't sit within JNU and dare the police to come and arrest you.
We saw what happened to Kanhaiya in the court.
I don't understand. You are saying the rules should be bent for every accused. You are saying that, no, 1 second. You can't hide under the argument that the Delhi police is inept.
Providing security.
The rules cannot be bent for every accused. If the Delhi police, if the Delhi police has assured protection of the accused, be logical, please. If the Delhi police has assured protection of the person arrested, once the surrender is undertaken, the least you can do is surrender. You won't even surrender. And finally, it is the Delhi police that will lose face again if there is a repeat of the Kanhaiya incident. The least you can do is ensure it doesn't happen again.
We know what happens to people when they are pitted against the state.
I'm sorry, but JNU is not the Vatican. JNU is not the Vatican. JNU is not the Vatican. JNU is not a separate country.
No.
JNU is not a separate country. It's not the Vatican. You can't behave like this. One second. Sambit, who is responding on the other side? One second. We're getting Sambit to respond on the other side, please. And this is too much. Nobody is going to support you after this. You can't seek such a long rope. JNU is not another sovereign country. Sambit, please.
Anindita, just let me come in over here. I've been participating in this JNU debate right from the very beginning. And Arnab, let me share you. In one of the channels, I was with Umar Khalid himself. And Umar Khalid in that channel made the allegation that Afzal Guru was declared terrorist by only a handful of judges. Can handful of judges in Supreme Court decide who a terrorist and who will not be a terrorist? That's what was statement of Mr. Umar Khalid. The irony today is the same Umar Khalid and gang have gone to the laps of the law to seek justice. Thankfully today I believe their eyes must have opened. Their eyes must have opened to the importance of the judicial system of the country. The student who on your show were questioning,
Ajay, let him finish.
Declare someone terrorist. We have the right to question the Supreme Court. We have the right to challenge the Supreme Court. Today, they go to the boundaries of the court to seek justice. This is the beauty of democracy of this country, and I hope the gangs who are trying to support this fringe understand and not stand by them, but rather stand by the nation. Secondly, as far as the police action or inaction you would say is concerned, I will tell you, the design of the opposition and the design of the nation within nation, that is JNU, was to raise a mayhem within the campus. They wanted the police to storm into their campus. A mayhem would have been raised, and today the parliament would have been stopped, saying, look, this is what the state of India is doing, imposing emergency within the campus, fighting out with students. And this whole left brigade, they would have spread like fire across the country. Look what the police has done. This is an undemocratic country, and emergency has been declared. I would rather congratulate the police that in a very prudent way, today, in fact, the gang of the leaders, I mean the Umar Khalid gang, in fact they have been forced by the court. The court has asked them to surrender. They're left with no option.
I have a question.
They have to
I have a question. I have a basic question here. Ajay Alok, please understand. I may not understand this. First of all, is there anything called unsafe passage? Fact of the matter is the demands made by two of the students seeking a safe passage from JNU to the High Court and request for judicial custody is absurd. For two reasons. One, is there anything in the world called unsafe passage? The fact is that once in the custody of the police, the responsibility for the safety of the arrested lies with the police. You can't have a bunch of students not taking the trouble to walk to the gates of JNU and surrender. Second point is this: it is not for the accused to be seen to be taken into judicial custody when there is a clear procedure to bring him or her before a magistrate within 24 hours of arrest. You can't take the person to a hideout and put him there. So all these stories, oh, we are going to be treated badly, is all rubbish. It's up to the magistrate to take a call on the type of custody, not the accused. Thirdly, an accused does not surrender before a court. He surrenders before a police station. Then he's taken to a magistrate. But most importantly, Ajay Alok, since logic is being defeated tonight, and I'm asking all the people who are supporting Umar Khalid, where is your logic? In your hurry to take sides, have you forgotten A, law? B, have you forgotten logic? C, have you lost your sense of reason?
Yes.
Please tell me, Ajay Alok, what does safe custody mean? He wants a helicopter to come into JNU and airlift him to the High Court? No, what is, you want a helicopter to come in and airlift you to the High Court? Who will get that? So all Indians who face similar charges, we should now hire 1 million helicopters in the country. So every accused is airlifted straight to the court on their terms.
Yesterday I tweeted that there's a case going on in this country that there was a movie called Blame It on Rio. We used to watch it during our student days. I'm sure Sambit Patra must be watching that and must have seen that movie. So today the country is passing through the similar phase. One phase is saying blame it on students, another phase is saying blame it on the BJP. So this is going on, but in the whole process, blame it on student or blame it on BJP, the law of the land, the constitution of this land is completely being ignored. We have a powerful prime minister with a powerful party with an absolute majority in the parliament, but with a weak force.
Okay.
But with a weak force.
No, but you're not answering my question.
And in 2009, we have seen the similar Delhi police with a weak Prime Minister, with a coalition government at the UPA, but with a powerful force, who had the audacity to pick up Baba Ramdev or anyone from Ramlila Maidan in the midst of the night, and nobody used to care a damn. Now here is a defaulter whom you are saying that you have pressed with the sedition charges. What is stopping you for the last 48 hours and right now Sambit Patra rightly said that if Delhi police would have forcibly entered, they would have created the huckers and let the parliament do not function. So somehow he has made a confession right today in front of the national television that politics is more important to BJP right now than to run this constitution and run the parley of this country. Even at the cost of what they call anti-national. Right from the day one I'm saying, arrest those 20-25 people, come whatever may be, arrest them, interrogate them, and if they are proven anti-national, prosecute them.
No, Mr. Alok, you must understand that the police have got multiple strategies in dealing with the situation. Bullet and lathi charge is not the only strategy. Now we are talking about the conduct of the student, not of the conduct of the police. Police can definitely charge, and they will create a mayhem inside the campus. Your party will be the first to stand up in the parliament tomorrow morning and say that GST bhaad mein jaye, budget bhaad mein jaye, but JNU student ke baare mein aap jawab dijiye. This is what your party will do in the parliament. This is what you want also. That the police must enter. You want this. No, you make a confession that you want the police to enter. You want the police to. You made accusation. नहीं प्लीज
मुझे बस ये बताइए
नहीं मैं अभी बात कर रहा हूँ आप सुनिए मैं अभी बात कर रहा हूँ आपकी बात मैंने पूरी सुन ली नहीं मैंने
आपकी पुलिस ने किसको अरेस्ट कर लिया
अरे पुलिस ने किया please understand there is a powerful section of the people in this country who are protecting these criminals, so that is the problem, and they have a tacit understanding with the media. No, please understand. Tomorrow the parliament will be paralyzed. Today we have seen people in the media accusing, people providing ideological, financial, and how can a student afford such pricely lawyers? Have you ever questioned these things? How can this happen? And this is the entire intellectual, financial, logistical support is provided by political people, political parties, and that is what I am saying. That it is not easy. Please, he is not an ordinary criminal. The person today we are dealing with is not an ordinary person. There is a huge amount of national and international forces behind him. So the police have to handle with care. You cannot sit down in the studio and say, no, I will not believe. Okay, no, I will not believe anything coming from you. I will.
Okay, do you agree? No, one second. Between both of you, if I may come in. Ajay Alok, one second. Ajay Alok, let's argue this case out, okay? Let us at least admit, let us admit rationally, and let's get R Kakkar, let's get Professor Chatterjee, let's get everyone to debate this. Let's say tonight, let us at least admit.
I just want to make one point.
Okay, fine, finish your point.
I just want to say, on 13th, Delhi Police Commissioner very categorically said that Umar Khalid and rest of the 20 people with the mask, they were not in the campus. Police have searched every possible means, and we are raiding in different parts of the country.
How do you know who was wearing the mask?
That means,
how do you know who was wearing the mask?
They were those who were wearing the mask. Delhi Police Commissioner.
And was Umar Khalid wearing a mask?
Now, if they are not
Umar Khalid wearing a mask?
To all these people,
was Umar Khalid wearing a mask?
Arnab, can I just reply?
He was not wearing a mask. He was visible there. 1 second.
MR. Resurfaced in JNU.
Alok bhai, there are several.
Delhi Police was sleeping. IB was sleeping. Rao was sleeping.
Alok bhai, just listen. There are several MLAs in BJ.
This is my question. I want to question Mr. Ajay
Alok. 1 minute, sir.
Protecting Umar Khalid till now. Who was protecting him?
No, please, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Yeah, Sambit, go on. Sambit, go on.
1 minute, Sambit, just a second. There are several MLAs in Bihar accused of being rapists. Has the Bihar police arrested them, and why not they have arrested? Why they have not arrested such MLAs?
There is only one who is evading arrest. There is only one who is evading arrest. Excuse me.
Whichever person. Your Bihar police is incapable.
Can I just ask one question to Ajay Alok? Can I just ask one question to Ajay Alok?
Its own course. Now this is the
Sambit Patra's question.
MR, just a second.
Where lies the jungle Raj? When lawyers are being attacked, journalists are being attacked by the lawyers.
Ajay, please allow.
Jungle Raj.
Ajay,
please understand me.
Sambit.
But here you have the root cause of it is your student.
Ajay, take a question from me. It's a very important question.
You have got guts. Arrest him.
Oh my God.
Tomorrow you will stop the parliament, sir. This is what you want. This is what you want. You want to stop the parliament.
You have been
give a guarantee. Give a guarantee. Can you, Mr. Alok, give a guarantee that the parliament will not be stalled if he is arrested today? If there is a ruckus inside the JNU, will you give a guarantee?
I have a very important question to ask Mr. Ajay Alok. MR, can I ask a question? MR, can I ask a question?
Please.
Go ahead, Mr. Patra.
Ajay, you have been questioning the administration, you have been questioning the police, saying that what the police was doing for all this time,
no,
where was Mr. Umar Khalid, and how come he surfaced within the campus of JNU? Exactly, this is my question. Just a second. Yes, administration is government. Administration is the government. Yes, you are questioning the government.
No, administration is not government.
I was with you
government
on the
is BJP. This was the same administration which was under Congress. And how come
the police can enter JNU? Now tell me, when Umar Khalid resurfaces from JNU, it only implies. Can you please be quiet? Can you please be quiet and take this question? He resurfaces from JNU, meaning that someone in JNU was protecting him.
How do you know that?
Someone in JNU was protecting him. Today, do you agree with the very fact that your stand that day was wrong? Your stand that day was absolutely wrong because you did not want the police to search the JNU campus. You did not want the police to question anyone.
Don't make you're making allegations now, Sambit. You're making allegations.
Who are helping Umar Khalid is the question.
Come on.
One second. Now can you quit this bilateral conversation? And Sambit Patra, I'm now coming in. I've allowed you to debate this without interruption for some time. My view on this is very simple. Very simple. Just as it is reprehensible, R Kakkar and Professor Chatterjee can come in. It's an open debate, by the way. I'm not actually taking turns because you haven't spoken. I'm coming to you.
Okay.
Just as it is reprehensible. I just put one point of view here before I give it to you, R Kakkar. Just as it is reprehensible that hooligan lawyers beat up journalists are ignoring their court summons. So the same people who say these hooligan lawyers beat up journalists, ignore their court summons, it is reprehensible. The same people should also say that it is reprehensible that Umar Khalid and his group, the pro-Afzal group, are evading arrest, hiding inside JNU in open defiance of the law. R Kakkar, please. It's as clear as that, and after R Kakkar, Mr. Chatterjee, you can respond.
Yes, Mr. Kakkar.
Yes?
Enough has been discussed. Today the situation is that the opposition parties want the police to enter the campus. Thank God the Delhi police has not succumbed to their designs, because the design is their design is entirely different. Now, as far as these people are concerned, they will have to surrender to the police, if not today, tomorrow. Tire them out. If I am the commissioner in this situation, I will tire them out, let them rot in there, and I will wait. I will wait till I feel that situation is right enough,
right
enough to take in these people. Now I have a suggestion. I have a suggestion to make.
Why you
all these political leaders? I have a suggestion to make. All these political leaders.
Why you acting?
All these political leaders who have been shouting and supporting these people, let them dismember the country. Let them dismember the country and take away one part each. Declare it as independent country. Let the Congress take UP. Let the communists take Bengal, and let Kejriwal take Delhi and say these are independent countries.
If you are prosecuting somebody with sedition charges, you are right. You are duty to go and arrest.
You are totally rubbishing the Constitution. The Constitution says there is a law that is a criminal law, and the criminal law is defined very well. An accused has to be arrested and within 24 hours produced before the court. You are not permitting that. And you talk of the constitution.
And why there is no hurry today?
Where is the constitution?
Why there is no hurry today? Admit.
No, there is no hurry. We will
no, one second. Ajay Alok, sorry. Ajay Alok, I've heard you now. I've been quiet for a long time on this debate. But admit tonight. No, sorry, Ajay Alok. Enough. Let Ajay Alok, Anindita, as well as Professor Kingshuk Chatterjee, who should speak voluntarily. Kingshuk, I'm not stopping you. You're free to speak whenever you want. But I'd say to you, admit tonight that these students have been given a long rope. The students remain on campus all this while. You hear me tonight, Ajay?
At this stage.
Okay, Professor Chatterjee. Professor Chatterjee wants to come in. Let him speak and then I'll take this discussion forward. Yes, Professor Kingshuk Chatterjee, go on.
Mr. Goswami, let us agree on a few things. I hope it will be possible. The first is, yes, the students should give themselves up, because it is the duty of the police to provide them with the kind of security they need. That they should be provided with all the security that they need, because as of now they are merely accused and not guilty. It was, however, as Anindita has already pointed out, that the Kanhaiya case does not give much cause for hope. What could give us cause for hope is if the lawyers who had engaged in that hooliganism are prosecuted, and the police.
So that's setting terms.
To provide Kanhaiya.
That's setting terms. You can't link one incident to the other. Sorry. No, that's setting terms. You can't link one incident to the other. R Venkatesh on that.
This is a very dangerous precedent that tomorrow somebody will. No, sir.
What is this?
Tomorrow I will say that next.
Terms at all.
No, you are. You are by implication. You are saying that first prosecute the lawyers and then we. No, this is what you said just now.
Precondition.
No, you said so, sir.
This is a precondition. No,
then what? Then a surrender must be unilateral.
Okay, let me argue on facts. Professor Chatterjee, this channel has always carried out a campaign against VVIP racism. And if I can just respond to your case, the point that you make factually. You see, Professor Chatterjee, be rational tonight, okay? Don't have hard positions. I'm requesting you and Anindita. Despite, you may be supporters of Umar Khalid for whatever reason, but I am still telling you to be rational in the pursuit of this argument. Point is, the contrast, the people of India will ask, the contrast between the VIP students these students seek, VIP treatment, and what anybody else accused of a crime in India, in the territory of India, is striking. Point number one. SAR Gilani, detained for questioning within 6 days of the Delhi Press Club event, arrested at 3 AM immediately after he was booked for sedition. Are these students VIPs? That their time should be taken, sir, if you don't mind? If you're feeling good, if you finished your breakfast, can we arrest you? Point number two, the driver of a cash van in Delhi who flees after stealing 20 crores, arrested within 12 hours of the crime. Here we are dealing with students accused of raising secessionist slogans on campus, whiling away their time on campus. All of India should say, sir, Mr. Umar Khalid, if you're feeling okay, if the weather is fine, and if you don't mind, we'll give you a liveried service right up to the court. Point number three. Point number three.
All evidence.
No, you are linking one incident to the other, so I am responding.
Immediately after the incident.
The question you asked.
The question is,
deliberately destroyed all evidence.
Question is this: the murderers of an elderly couple.
They must have destroyed all posters. They must have taken away everything.
No, you see, there is a time
somebody in the university who is giving them protection.
No, you see,
and the law does not say that you cannot enter the university.
The argument is this.
Which law of India says that you cannot enter the university?
No, the argument is I am not. No, 1 second. Let Professor Chatterjee understand the point. I am not drawing comparisons between crimes, so you also don't do that. I am emphasizing to you that these students have been given a very long rope, and the people of India are losing their patience. What is happening? Is it the Vatican? Is it a separate country, JNU?
No, Arnab, we have a powerful Prime Minister with a powerful party.
These dares don't work, no, Ajay.
Come on, don't keep on repeating the same thing, powerful Prime Minister.
Can you give, Ms. Alok, give an assurance today that if Delhi police enters the university campus, your party will not protest that? Will your party now and here give... No, forget the powerful Prime Minister. Will you give me an assurance here? No, will you give an assurance? Will you give an assurance that you will not raise a little finger against the police for whatever happens inside the campus and you will keep quiet? You will let the consequences be on the Prime Minister and you will not take it to Parliament. Now tell me, now and here tell me. Now tell me. Don't filibuster. Straight away answer this. Straight away answer this. Yes or no. Binary position. Binary position, sir. Binary position. No, binary position.
Because you are doing it because of...
No, binary position. Yes or no. Yes or no.
What yes or no? We are
ask a long question.
Okay, let me ask a question. Let me ask a question.
But tomorrow, you will say this here on the channel. Tomorrow in the Parliament, your party people raise hue and cry. That is the problem, sir.
Tomorrow you tell supporters of Afzal Guru.
Arre, sir, I am not the biggest supporter of Afzal Guru. Sir, you don't have the guts to answer my question. Keep quiet.
Okay. 1 second. Nothing personal now. My question is, my broader question.
Why should I answer you? There was no question, sir.
1 minute, gentlemen. Let's take the discussion forward. Let's take the discussion forward. Anindita.
But tomorrow in the Parliament, will your people support this or not?
Anindita, 1 second. Anindita.
Asking you for the nth time.
All right. No. Let's argue this case out, okay? Anindita, I hold a view tonight.
Yeah.
I hold a view tonight. 1 second. I give you an example.
Please don't be George Bush. Please don't say we are supporters of Afzal Guru or this Umar guy. Just don't be
Umar Khalid, for your kind information. Umar Khalid, for your kind information, has come on the Newshour and praised Afzal Guru and questioned the state. Umar Khalid has been praising Afzal Guru everywhere. So let's not live in a dreamland there. Question is this. The question. Let's go back to the subject at hand. Let's know whether Umar Khalid is guilty or innocent will eventually be decided in a court. We are now talking about a matter of procedure. And on that, my question to you is, Anindita, take a question.
Yeah,
Anindita, take a question. Take a question. Take a question. No, this is the problem. You don't take questions. Take a question. Take a question. Anindita, my simple point tonight is this again. I don't know what's amusing about this.
You don't let answer.
My simple question, I am glad that someone's at least amused in the course of this discussion, because frankly, viewers, what is happening in JNU is bizarre with a capital B.
Absolutely.
I mean, what do we think? I'm asking you. TR Kakkar, to prove tonight on the Newshour why what is happening in JNU is bizarre. I would like to give the example of Hyderabad University. I would like to give the case of Hyderabad University as a case in point to prove what is happening in JNU is bizarre. In the Hyderabad University campus in January this year, there was a case of deer hunting where 2 persons who allegedly killed a spotted deer on the Hyderabad Central University campus were arrested. So my question is, if police can raid the Hyderabad University campus following a case of deer hunting by security guards, why should an exception be made in this case? Point number 2, if the police in Kerala in June last year could take students into custody following clashes with the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad and other student groups, why should an exception be made in this case? The point that emerges is this, that if a campus is not out of bounds, and it should never be, because you're not responsible for law and order beyond a point. If a campus is not out of bounds, if a campus is not out of bounds for the law and order machinery and the police for other crimes, then I'm asking tonight, why should JNU be out of bounds? Why should JNU be out of bounds and be given an exception in a case of sedition?
Can I come in?
Why? Okay, the question was to Anindita and then Sambit.
Anindita. Should be asked to Sambit Patra.
No, exactly.
I want to answer this.
Anindita, please.
Comment on Arnab and Times Now stand. I'm speaking. I'm answering.
Ready to answer. If you ask me, I'm ready to answer.
Let her speak. Sambit, be quiet.
VVIP treatment. Why is Umar Khalid accused of sedition? Because he supported Afzal Guru. Now, as far as I can remember, BJP MP Sakshi Maharaj stood in Parliament and called Nathuram Godse, the murderer of the father of the nation. She called him a patriot. Why wasn't she immediately arrested under Sedition Act? Okay. Because he did the same crime. Afzal Guru is a criminal because he murdered his, or he kind of concocted the murders. I mean, he planned it. So, if he is, I have no sympathy for
Anindita, your logic is, your logic is, Anindita, if I may please.
No.
If I may please, because I don't want to, you know, 1 second. Anindita, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're basically saying is that, and please don't take this in jest.
I'm basically
don't say this in jest. I'm sharing this with you. See, I'll tell you your perspective, because people will say, no, one second, viewers, I want to comprehend what's going on. Anindita, if you may, please.
JNU is doing.
Yeah, JNU. Okay, now the point is this. I think some helicopters should immediately be bought so that in future, if any incident happens in JNU, the person is immediately airlifted from JNU, right, to the sanctity of the Indian airspace, to a court. I'm not. Secondly, by your perspective today, since you have, you can't pronounce judgment.
Can I please come in now?
I'm completing my point. I'm making a point, Sambit, after this. So you are saying High Court, Supreme Court does not matter, so you have a Supreme Court. So Anindita, since you have said, Anindita, hear me, no, please, hear me. What you are saying is there is going to be a Supreme Court of JNU. There should be a police force of JNU. JNU should be responsible for JNU law and JNU police, right? And you will set the terms. If anybody asks questions, you'll say, stand outside. Did you take permission? We are JNU. You can't come in here. So you create therefore a parallel law and order structure, a parallel legal system, and a parallel airlifting system.
I think I'm not such a conversant in law. There's a lawmaker probably sitting in the panel.
No, but you question.
Can I please come in now, Anindita?
You don't believe in the law.
I have heard you since long. Please allow others to speak as well.
1 second, Sambit. You have to accept there is Indian law, there are Indian courts, there is Indian police. You may not like the Indian state, but still there is.
Then why is Sakshi Maharaj exempt from the same Indian law?
Baba, you can't use the case of Sakshi Maharaj to defend this case.
Why are you trying to protect Umar Khalid? I don't understand. Why are you further exposing yourself to the nation?
No, I'm not. I'm saying one law for everybody.
You have already exposed yourself enough.
One law.
Why are you trying to protect Umar Khalid? Why are you trying to protect anti-nationals? I don't understand. Please be quiet.
What is going on here?
Let others speak as well.
Who are you
Let others speak as well.
Okay, Sambit.
Let me complete my point.
Or anybody is an anti-national.
Let me complete my point.
You have no proof against Kanhaiya.
Okay, so you have no proof. Let the court decide.
Not proof. The court will take its course. Please be quiet and let me speak.
Let the court decide, sir.
Yeah, but you have to surrender or get arrested, no, to go to the court. What are you talking about?
Anindita, I have my right to speak. Let me speak now. You are not even allowing them to go to the court, and you are saying that you are for justice. Please, let me complete my point. Arnab, you have made a very valid point. Whether JNU is a nation within nation, and whether police has the right to enter this nation called as JNU. Now, most importantly, Anindita, please stop this giggling and laughing business and let me complete. Please, you can giggle. You can giggle.
No, I'm not giggling.
Please don't giggle.
I mean, I find it hilarious that you are talking about...
Sambit, let's not get personal, please.
Yes, please. Yes. Okay. How do I speak if she does not allow me to speak?
Okay, both of you, one at a time.
Same courtesy to others as well. That's all I am saying. Let me complete. Anindita, please let me make my point, and thereafter you can shout at me again. Number one, you have made a very valid point, Mr. Goswami, that whether JNU is a separate nation and the police in this country has the right to enter JNU campus or not. I don't know whether there is a Congress I don't know, there is no Congress spokesperson today, but had there been a Congress spokesperson, but there is a Mahagathbandhan friend, Ajay Alok, I can ask him.
Yeah.
When this Congress allowed army and police to enter God's own home, Golden Temple, citing law and order situation, why can't we discuss police entering JNU? You allowed army to march with tankers.
Who's not discussing? You're not doing it. Mr. Patra, you're not doing it. You're not doing it for the last 15 days. And you have the audacity to speak.
No, don't. Don't instigate Mr. Ajay Alok.
Ajay Alok, who's stopping you? Who let this happen? You are talking of a country within a country.
You are a doctor.
Who is allowing that to happen?
Let's behave.
You are allowing that to happen.
Mr. Ajay, I'm answering you this question.
कृपया एंटी नेशनल को पकड़िए. किसने रोका है आपको?
Yes,
जम्मू कश्मीर में सरकार बनाने की
जंगल राज के नेता और इशरत के भाई सुनिए, इशरत के भाई थोड़ा शांति से सुनिए.
लेकिन आपको पीडीपी के कारण आप
इशरत के भाई
कर रहे हैं एंटी नेशनल प्लीज. Why don't you accept it?
सुन लीजिए.
और आज आप जो कर रहे हैं वो
भाईजान थोड़ा सुन लीजिए प्लीज.
11th को आपने करैया को अरेस्ट किया, that was politics. Today you are not doing anything that is against politics. But today you are doing it at the cost of nation.
हो गया इशरत के भाईजान, हो गया. अब मैं बोल लूं.
हो नहीं गया.
और no, I'll tell you why Mr. Ajay Alok is instigating us day after day. Storm into
I'm instigating you.
Go into Lathi Charge. Take up this bastion and go. Just
storm into. You to perform your duties as a central government.
They are instigating us because they have a design to this. They have a design because they want to stall the parliament. They want to shift. They want to shift the discourse from anti-national activities in JNU to the mayhem that takes place.
No, are you aware? Are you aware, Ajay Alok? Ajay Alok, 1 minute. Ajay Alok, 1 minute. To Professor Kingshuk Chatterjee, who is in Calcutta University. My question is this. To Professor Chatterjee and MR Venkatesh in the debate, please. Professor Chatterjee and MR Venkatesh. The question is this. Tomorrow you see what can happen is.
No,
1 second.
Arnab, the moment police enters JNU, Lalu Prasad Yadav is going to come out and say, "Ye dekhiye Modi ji kya kar rahe hain? Ye to Modi ji emergency laga diye hain. Ye to Hitler ban gaye hain." Challenge.
That's full of rhetoric. This party is full of rhetoric without logic, Arnab. They are failing to deliver their responsibility.
Yeah, but Ajay, on a serious note, I just want to know, I just want to be sure. 1 minute, both of you.
He will tell.
That's a nice impersonation, but if you can please, if you can please restrain yourself into the debate. 1 second. The question is this. Now, on a very serious note, Professor Chatterjee, MR Venkatesh and TR Kakkar, are we aware of the consequences? Tomorrow, I'm not saying students, so students who do anything, ideological positions, what is right, not right, you know, these are fuzzy areas, somebody will argue on this way or that. But tomorrow, if students or people who break the law use the security of a campus, A, B, the strength of numbers inside the campus, 3, the fact that there are many campuses which are like walled areas, and then begin to dare the police, we get into a situation where you don't know what's going to happen in which campus in the country. They can use this any reason tomorrow to dare the police, and if the police comes in, if they even, if one lathi goes on one student, then the students will say that we have been aggrieved, we have been hurt. They will incite and provoke. Politicians will jump in the next day, fly in, parachute in, make speeches, incite, provoke a little bit more. How many campuses will we manage in how many situations? Campuses cannot become safe havens for people who break the law. It's as simple a point as that. I don't know why Professor Chatterjee, a simple point like that is lost. The consequences of what we are doing.
You are absolutely
Goswami,
correct.
I agree with you.
Yeah, let Professor come in first, TR Kakkar. Let Professor come in first and then I'll come to you. Yeah. Yes, Professor Chatterjee.
Okay.
You are absolutely right. The consequences are things you are not even looking at. You are absolutely right that if the police are not allowed to enter into campuses, it can go wrong, quite correct. But are you aware of the consequences of what happens when politicians follow police into the campuses? We know what it's like because we
have you ever then why have politicians
seen the police come in?
No, if tomorrow in JNU, in the process of any police action, we have seen politicians make a beeline, right, of all hues. Arvind Kejriwal, Rahul Gandhi, fly in, fly out, wherever there is trouble. Tomorrow, one second. Tomorrow, remember, tomorrow even Pappu Yadav comes in. Look at the antecedents of these people who are coming in. Pappu Yadav, whose name last came up in the darkness of the night, he goes. Last time his name was in news in the context of the Purulia arms drop. No, Purulia arms drop.
That's
Purulia arms drop was where his name came in. Anyway, I'm not getting into that.
Party for a very long time.
1 second. My question is today, are we aware of what we are doing? Simply that. What is the consequence tomorrow, Mr. Kakkar?
You are not aware of what you are doing.
No, are you aware? Are you aware of that these students want to create a public spectacle of a confrontation with the police? I say in this case,
all aware of what they are doing. The only thing
TR Kakkar. TR Kakkar
cannot be safe haven.
TR Kakkar.
They all are aware of what they are doing.
TR Kakkar, and then we close.
I agree with you that university campuses cannot be turned into safe havens for criminals. But the situation that has now emerged on the JNU, one has to be careful as not to create a situation which gives advantage to most of the political parties who are inching to sort of, find some excuse to malign the police and malign the government.
And viewers, as I close tonight,
we can wait in this situation.
Viewers, as I close tonight,
in this situation.
As I close tonight, I just want to make one point.
Now,
wherever
you were not careful when you were pressing
the politicians, and viewers, I'm saying this so that people realize what's going on. Politicians, while fighting their battles, have been known to use students again and again and again. They will drive a wedge on the name of religion,
and the police,
on the name of caste, on the name of perspective, sometimes in the name of pure politics. And it appears that they want to use the students as cannon fodder. This has happened. You look at the contemporary history of India and you look at how students have been used. And after that, please also consider when these events pass and the students are at a loss, when students are killed, when students are attacked, when students suffer, these politicians won't even look back. They'll move on once they've used the students as cannon fodder. I'm just putting it out so that people are aware. Anindita, we know what happened in the Mandal Commission. We know what politicians did. We know what happened. We know how campuses were set on fire. We know how students were pitted against each other. We know how the politicians giggled as caste was introduced once again to the campuses. So Anindita, be clear about it. We have experienced that too. We have experienced that too. And it is time students look through it and look up besides it. And JNU is not the only campus in the country. JNU is not the only campus in the country. And a clutch of students in JNU who are hiding inside do not represent the aspirations of the young Indian in campuses across the country. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight.